All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at today. Now, as you know, you already have the swing days and the hours on the website. So here we are. This is gold. Now, as you know, with gold, I had targets at the upside yesterday, and I said the trend is going up, so buying this was logical. I gave a target of 58 yesterday. That was on the weekly, 2671. And as you can see, we've kind of like ended up in that zone there, 2671. Okay, according to that weekly level. Okay, so that's all fine. We're pretty much on target on that one. Nothing to worry about. What else to do? Now, as you can see, the market is pushing up, but what we might see in the market today are some strong moves actually, and the reason for that is we've got a busy sky today. All right, so for gold, euro dollar, SP 500, and Nasdaq, the indices, gold and the euro dollar, it's a swing day. Okay, so we might see the market pushing further up, causing a breakout, because there is a possibility of a breakout aspect happening. Okay, so if during the trade hours you see that the market is breaking above this level, let me get rid of this. Okay, if we break above this 2,671, obviously we're going to go further up, and that's fine because that's what we're expecting. Okay, so we can go all the way into that zone. If it breaks above the weeklies, you can see we've got targets there, so you can aim for that 66 zone, which is 2,708. And what else have I got there? 61, I think that is 60, and so on. So anything above this, 57 now, right? So anything above there, so these will be your targets, as you can see. All right, so 2,675, 2,681, 708, and these are the targets which you can really aim for up there. Okay, all the way up to 2,708. So it's not bad. We've got room to kind of go up, as you can see. If the market dips back down, you can definitely go back up again. A good support is the LCL 19, 2652. So if the market decides to come back into 2650, 2652, which is pretty much close to that daily pivot during a trade hour, it's okay to kind of like go with it. There are no real gaps here, maybe just a little bit there, but I wouldn't really call that a gap. It's pretty much done. Okay, and that's it. Okay, if you're using your PST indicator, and as the market comes down into the lower part, and if it matches the trading hour, you can continue to push this up. Okay, let's take a look at the euro dollar. Okay, with the euro dollar, remember we were talking about coming into here Thursday, Friday, swing day. Okay, so Thursday, I put an arrow there yesterday, Thursday, Friday, but as you can see, it came into that zone. All right, so Thursday, okay, and now Friday. Okay, so this is also an opportunity for the market to pick up. Okay, why? Because we're down, we've just tapped that, as you can see, tip of that plus the gap here. Now there's still a bit of room to pop down. All right, so it could do that, but I think you get the drift. Okay, trading hours yesterday, market coming nice and easy down. Okay, and that's basically it. I did say yesterday we've got room to come down. We've marked that level in, so no real dramas there as well. Euro dollar coming exactly into that green box. Okay, and from here now we've got the swing days, so going up with it is like logical from this level. Just be a bit mindful. Remember, you got to first check the news when you're trading, and there is news. Okay, ISM manufacturing at 6 o'clock, which as you can see, we've got set up for that pretty much at 6 o'clock. Okay, so we're going to have a powerful news there, so be mindful, okay, during news time. All right. Yes. Okay. So if during the news, if we dip down or whatever, we can push up from this zone. Still need to be careful. Like I said, it's going to be one of those days because there's a strong aspect in there. Okay, we've got some strong aspects, so the market can make some sudden moves. In any case, just stick with the hours. Okay, hour and price, and that's it. Okay. A level here, as you can see, the HCL1, 1.0244. That was 1.0244 is here. Okay, and that's pretty much where the market picked up. So this zone is okay, not a bad spot. During trading hours, if you want to follow this up, I think it's doable. Cover your trade and then push it up. So we should kind of if it is a swing day yesterday and today, then we should be able to push up from here. Okay, like I said, just be mindful for that news day, because that news day today, we've got some, like I said, dodgy aspects. Let's take a look at SP500. Now SP500 is the weekly yesterday, so that was a support level there, as you can see, and that's basically it. Okay, now here we are. All right, so because it's a swing day, the market is down. Okay, and this is where we're at. Okay, now this still has a bit of room possibly to come down, but what we want to do with this, because this is a weekly PST level, okay, being a swing day, buying on an intraday trade may not be a bad idea, but today we might have bad news at 6 o'clock. All right, so you have to be careful. Okay, so you have to be careful. The market will have its pre-news set up at 5:25. Okay, 5:25, and then with the news it should go in a direction. That direction, in my opinion, should be continuing till the closing. Read my comment in the members area about that. Okay, let's do that. All right, so this can actually also break down. Okay, so you've got to be careful, simply because although this is a swing day here, and let's just do this. It is a swing day, okay, but you see we've got this big push down here, all right, and on the monthly, okay, we're a bit tricky, okay, because we're right at the tops here. All right, so just be mindful underneath that red line there, PST. So with the news coming out, we might have a dip down. All right, so it's a little tricky, but once we find direction, it should continue onwards until the closing, like 10:20 my time and so on. All right, just going to be a bit volatile, so be mindful. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with the Dow Jones, we don't have a swing day today for Dow Jones. Okay. What we have was Tuesday, but Friday is also an index day. So, because it's an index day, this might also be the case. Okay, so this is Dow Jones yesterday. Okay, so these were price levels. Market selling off from the weekly, nice and easy. Okay, coming into the target zone and then buying off. If we take a look at the weekly, you can see we're right there. You see, this is like tricky here. All right, because we've got room to break. Now, if this thing breaks, okay, it's not going to be pretty, because we've got all the way room into 49, which is 38. So we could find ourselves down here again. And on the weekly too, that 48 level, 42,195, okay, which was there yesterday. They targeted that and so on. Okay, so if this thing breaks here, it's going to be downtown. Okay, so be mindful for the news. If the market does a sudden move up, then or a sudden move down, because we've got breakout aspects, it could go both ways. Okay, just be mindful during this. If it breaks down, then possibly we'll have room to come down. Okay, because look, this zone, they tapped into it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, this is just like, you know, all the buyers are like exhausted here. So we have to be a little careful. On the daily, we have a breakout as well. Okay, so this thing can just keep pushing down. All right, as you can see, not a lot of excitement with the buyers here. All right, so let's get rid of that. Okay, and that's basically what it looks like here. Let's just do this. Okay, all right, so this has still got room to come down. It should come down. Okay, as you can see, I've drawn these lines, so we should have a big like pull down later on. If this thing continues in this direction, then we'll probably keep pushing down. Okay, so a resistance level is going to be that 35, 42,518. So 42,541 and 18. All right, so this zone is a resistance zone where they sold off before. No gapping here really, and then the market can just keep pushing down. So just be mindful with all the news coming out at 6 o'clock. And like I said, it's a tricky day with the sky. So with this, we're going to have to sit tight. Once the news happens, just wait for it, because this could just easily just break down. Okay, and then keep pushing down. All right. We are right at the tops in the market too. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. So we'll have to wait for the news. All right, wait for the news setup. The initial reaction after the news should end around 650, right? So up to 650, it should be like, you know, a bit hectic, but then it should kind of like relax with it. Now here's NASDAQ. Okay, so we're right at the tops here, as you can see. It's a pin bar bearish on the monthly. All right, and the weekly we're kind of pushing down. So the market has a tendency to push down. Okay, we've broken that swing, closed under it, pulled back, sold off, made a low. Okay, and that was the first target zone, as you know. Okay, so today is a bit on support here. The minute this breaks, it's got room to go. And the reason I say that is because this weekly is pushing down. Okay, so don't stand in front of it. If it does, you know, we've got room to come down. Okay, that support level is 39, 20,828, 20,828, which is there. All right, so if this thing breaks, and on the weekly that's already gone, 56, 2966. Okay, so 20,966, which is just there. Okay, so they've already breached that. Okay, so yeah, the market pushing down may be the way to go. Okay, and that's basically it. So with the news, we can have that big push come down, and Friday can end up being a low day. All right, so don't stand in front of it until this news comes out. Another resistance is 50, 21,332. So 21. Okay, double 3-2. Now once you see these PST levels, okay, just note them. All right, so like selling on the line, buying on the line, those kind of prices you should be able to now already be familiar with, okay, on the PST. So we've got a price, selling on the LCL1 line, 21,506. That's a pin bar selling off. Pin bar on a monthly, okay, that's pretty significant. So this week is going to like set the tone, all right? And if we have a breakdown, then it's just going to push down into here, all right? So it could be a good day to trade. If we find direction, like I said, it should continue until closing off, okay? And there's some targets down here for the NASDAQ, all right? On the weekly, you can see that closest is 19,951. Okay, 19,951 is all the way down there. All right, so just make a mental note of that. And on the daily, there is, it's just down. Okay, which is logical because it should kind of break here, and we should be back in this green box here, like down here, or at least here. All right, so that line there, if it breaks. Okay, so Friday also being a swing day, like I said, I'm going to put an arrow here, and that's it. And we'll see how things pan out. Wait for the new setup if you're trading the indices, and follow that through. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, where are we? All right, so this is the monthly. Okay, I did say we could go up a little bit to sell off, but as you can see with this one as well, we should come into a retracement, all the way back down into this bar here. If you're day trading this, okay, remember this was a swing day, Monday. Now the next swing day for this is not today, it's tomorrow, okay? So if you're going to wait for tomorrow, you can. The market is either going to do it from here, or it might go up a little bit more. Okay, so we'll take it from there. Okay, but that's Friday. Saturday's a swing day. So this thing can continue upwards. We've got targeting there, but you can see I gave that as a target yesterday, 97588. Okay, so which is there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this should have been okay with you guys as it came to the target. Okay, with this you can follow through. There are no gaps, which is nice to see. Market is filling everything in. So if it comes back into the weekly on a trading hour, or even from the daily here, if you want to keep pushing it up, do it with a smaller lot size, because that's a target that's already done. Okay, so if you take this as an impulse wave, you might want to wait for a retracement before buying again. If it keeps pushing up into Saturday, then Saturday being a swing day, then it'll probably look for a top for a retracement down. Okay, but at least the weekly and the 37.5 are the better options if you want to buy on this one. Okay, just wait for the trading hours. If the trading hours are on the daily or around here, and if you want to go in as well in the direction, that's also okay. Just do it with a smaller lot size so you don't risk too much. And that's basically it. All right, so this zone, we're all aware of it. Now also remember, there are a lot of buyers that are like exhausted here now. Okay, you see how many times this is tapped in. Okay, so like once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've tapped into here. Okay, so this may not be a great position. Also, just be mindful, we've got a shoulder, head, shoulder, all right, here. So if this thing breaks down, we're coming down, and we're coming down heavy, at least this much into there, okay, which is what we're kind of predicting going back into the 70s. So be mindful if you're buying and holding. If you're just going to trade it, do it on a swing day at decent price levels and hours.